Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Wednesday for April 3rd, 2013. Today we only have two comics, and I want to talk about last 2 weeks, how I have not released a Comic Book Wednesday until today. Unfortunately, there was things that came up. I'd rather not go into it, so I did get the comics for those 2 weeks, but I'd rather not go into them since they were previous, and rather go into this week's only two that we got. No, one of them is not Detective Comics number 19. I did not get that. Mostly because I don't like the Detective Comics or where they're going. Jonathan Laitman really isn't that good of a writer, as you can clearly tell on what I thought during the Death of Family series. The Detective Comics were some of the weakest parts of the tie-ins, especially since they really didn't have anything to do with the death of the family. So let's get back to what we are going to be this week's. We first have The Age of Ultron number 4. I just read 3, a very shocking ending. Very good book. Number 2 was just, Things are happening slowly, but it's turning a turn for the worse for the heroes in the Marvel Universe, but that's for that. And the big one this week is Thanos Rising. This is very good because Thanos is supposed to be the villain for Avengers 2. People do not really know the character of Thanos, so bringing in a 5-issue miniseries is a very good option to do. I'm probably going to enjoy this book because Infinity Gauntlet was a very good book for people who really aren't into the whole Thanos character. It was all about him mostly, and yeah, that was a good book. But let's just go on. I'm going to give reviews after I'm done reading them, so let's transition into me in the future. Thanks, past me. Oh, yeah, we're only about, a minute into the future? Not even 5 seconds? Ooh. Nah, just kidding. This is after I've read these. So, Book 4, Age of Ultron. It's good. I enjoyed it. Things actually happen, unlike the second book, which I was very disappointed in. But the third book, I love the third book. The fourth book takes a dramatic turn for the worse. Spoilers for the third book, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't read it. Luke Cage was going to go offer up She-Hulk to Ultron. Turns out he was offering up to Vision. Yeah, Vision. Vision's working with Ultron again. You're like, what? You see that Ultron took over the past from the future, if you think about it. He was rebuilt in the future, and he sent in droids from the future to take over the past. And yeah, he got Vision again, so She-Hulk becomes conscious again, and Luke Cage runs away, and yeah, you can tell what's going to happen next, and it's crazy. I think this is better than Book 3, but I think Book 1's still the superior one because it introduced you to this universe of all this crazy nonsense. But you can tell that this series is going farther than before. It's getting crazier and crazier. And luckily, they're killing off characters. Like, legitimately killing off characters. I'm very happy about this. I do recommend this book. But it does not beat Thanos Rising. Thanos Rising was excellent. Excellent. It's what I predicted. It is a introduction into Thanos for people who do not know him. It starts off with Thanos being born. Well, it doesn't really start off with him. They show him, and then they go into his past on how he became Thanos. And it's an excellent story. It brings up very, very different things in his lifespan. It goes into all this stuff about Thanos you'd never really thought about before, like his childhood. This book is mostly about his childhood and what happened to him. Really, start the spring of the Thanos the Destroyer, this bringer of all worlds. I know, it was excellent. So if you have to pick up a book this week, you have to pick up this book. This book was fantastic. I can't wait for the second one to come out in May. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, let's see. Next week, we have a lot of Batman coming out. I'll tell you that for sure. So first we have Batman number 19. Don't really know much about it. They're probably going to start off a new storyline. Not really like a storyline, but like, you know, just starting things off with Batman again. Probably, something to do with Harper Bros. Or it probably has something to do with Bruce Wayne, I bet. Something to do with the psychiatric part of his mind. I'm not sure. Then we have Batman and Red Robin, which is the start of the whole Damian Wayne is dead, so we have to figure out what we're doing with the Batman and Robin series. And what they're going to do is, for the next couple of months, they're going to be doing guest characters. It's technically now called Batman and. So first up is Red Robin, Tim Drake. This is going to deal with Batman with the Damian Wayne loss, which is going to be good. So they're going Red Robin, Red Hood, Batgirl, Nightwing, and then they're going back to Robin, which will probably be Harper Rose. Not a shock there. And then we have Batman Little Gotham, which I know is kind of like a kid's book, but I'm very interested because I hear really good things about it. At the same time, I'm probably just going to pick up this one. And from Marvel, we have Age of Ultron number 5, which will tell what happens after Age of Ultron number 4, like always. So that's the end of this Comic Book Wednesday. It's kind of short. Only 2 comics came out this week. I didn't have to go to the store because I went to the other store. But yeah, I'm very excited that I got to get comics this week. Next week should be good as well. So this is Sonic Fable signing out. And I'll check you back next week for Comic Book Wednesday. Unless something else comes up, which I need to tell you guys about more often. So thank you for watching.